Well, guys, Thursday night is here, and once again, we have another NFL game. By the way, you know here in Vegas, they get about 25 to 30% less action on a Thursday night NFL game than they do on a Monday night NFL game. And when you think about it, some of the Thursday night games have been better than some of the Monday night contests. Of course, not lately, although the one trend has certainly held up, and that's been the dogs have been dynamite here of late in these primetime games. You know, last week, the underdogs went 12-2 versus the spread with 9 outright winners. I think underdogs are now 21 games over 500 for the season. So does that mean the Seattle Seahawks, coming off the upset when they rallied for 2 late scores in the final 5 minutes against New England at home this past Sunday, are the play tonight against the San Francisco 49ers team licking its wounds after getting upset? Well, not even upset. I mean, totally demolished at home when they were playing in revenge against the San Francisco Giants, or the New York Giants. See, I got baseball on my mind. Or do the 49ers rebound just like they did when they lost against Minnesota a few weeks back and then pummeled the New York Jets 34-0, and even worse against the Buffalo Bills in their next 2 games? That's the answer, or the question to be answered tonight. You might want to turn to Trace Adams for your answer, because Trace is a perfect 5-0 with his Thursday night NFL selections this season. A perfect 5-0. And here's something else. Normally, 1,000-star play is Trace's top-rated selection. You know how well he's done with those raise-the-bar 1,500-star releases, those lead pipe blocks in college football over the past 3.5 years, actually past 5 years, where he's gone something like 43-24 with them. Well, with the 1,500-star raise-the-bar NFL releases so far on Thursday nights this season, he is a perfect 3-0. Had Tennessee outright over Pittsburgh last week. Had the Giants in that road blowout of Carolina. Had the Green Bay Packers in their destruction of Jay Cutler and the Chicago Bears. So tonight, he's got another 1,500-star raise-the-bar lead pipe lock in the NFL, number 4 in a row, and it's his 6th consecutive winner Thursday nights in the NFL this season, as he's a perfect 5-0. So you might want to check out Trace Adams for that one. Now, I'm going to have a free pick in just a moment on one of your college games tonight, the Houston SMU contest, but you might want to check out Jeff Benton as well. You all know, matter of fact, so many of you, thousands of you, in fact, got his Charity Play of the Week winner, the 75-dime Monday night winner, number 2 in a row, when he scored with the over with Denver and San Diego a couple of nights back, and it was coming off a great weekend for him. Had a 40-dime winner on the Giants outright over the 49ers on Sunday. Had a 50-dime winner on Michigan, 45-0 over Illinois on Saturday. And, of course, he had a 20-dime winner on North Texas outright as a 4-point home dog over UL Lafayette on Tuesday night. So today, Jeff is not only going for his 5th consecutive winning day, and FYI, over the past 19 days, he's won $10 bettors, exactly $3,000. Today, he has another play, one of his biggest in college football, 50-dime college football winner number 7 out of 8 on the Houston SMU contest. Just as big as his 50-dime winner with Michigan, as I just told you, 45-0 over Illinois. Just as big as his 50-dime winner 2 Saturdays ago. Remember South Carolina? What was that one? 35-7 over Georgia, I think. So that is what he has going tonight. 50-dime college winner number 7 out of 8 on Houston and SMU. You might want to check that out as well. And another guy I want to mention, actually 2 guys real quick I want to mention here. First of all, Craig Davis, going for winning day number 24 out of 36 and 9 out of 13. He has a 50-dime winner, number 10 out of 13, number 22 out of 29 overall. It's another 2-team teaser, Seattle, San Francisco, Oregon, Arizona State. It's his teaser winner, number 7 out of 10. I know those are a lot of numbers, but Jesus, guys, they're all positive numbers, and that's the bottom line. And keep in mind, this guy in the NFL since last season has won $10 bettors, $7,105. So those are among the selections that you should be aware of tonight. Also want to tell you one more. Let me just double check here on the site. Hold on, guys. Got to find this guy's promo. I had it written down somewhere here on my site, and I can't find... Oh, Scott Delaney. Scott Delaney, 80-dime winner in college football, number 10 out of 13. It's his Pac-12 Game of the Year, Oregon and Arizona State. Once again, 80-dime college football winner, number 10 out of 13, Oregon and Arizona State, from Scott Delaney, his second biggest college football release of the entire season. Listen, there is a money-saving discount coupon code tonight that'll save you $11 off a single purchase. This is a real easy one. Ready? 11 Thursday. 11 Thursday. 11 THURSDAY. 11 Thursday will save you $11 off a single purchase on your Thursday card. Now, let's, before I get to my free pick here on the Houston SMU contest, let me talk about this week's contest in fantasy football. We're on in conjunction with DraftStreet.com. I have to correct myself, guys, from yesterday. I had mentioned yesterday it was going to be another free contest. It is not a free contest this week. It would have been nice if these guys had somebody told me prior to doing the video that the contest had a different twist to it this week. But here's this week's contest. It is once again going to be a $500 prize pool. $500 prize pool. And once again, the top 20 are going to finish in the money. But this week, there's a catch. It's a $2 entry fee to the contest. Only 250 players are going to be able to sign up for this week's contest. So once again, $500 prize pool. It's going to be a top 20 finish in the money. First place gets $125, second place gets $85, third place gets $65, fourth place gets $50, fifth place gets $35, etc. It goes down. You'll see the payouts when you sign up. But there's another extra little twist as well. Steve Budin, who has been dreadful in this contest, just dreadful in this contest, finished 234th, I think, last week, finished 200th the week before. I don't believe that he's finished better than 165 the entire season. Really. I mean, that's how bad he has been in the contest. Well, they're having a Beat the Expert contest this week. And ain't me, guys. It's Steve Budin. And if you beat him, you get $5. And guys, if you can't beat Steve Budin, you should not be playing fantasy football. That's my just personal suggestion, okay? I mean, he is one of the all-time worst fantasy football players I have ever seen in my life. The only week that he had a decent week this year, he let his 8-year-old son pick his team, okay? So, again, it's a $2 entry fee, but if you beat Steve, you get $5. If you happen to finish in third place, which is a $65 finish, you get $70 instead if Steve finishes fourth place or lower. You know what I mean? So those are all the parameters. You can click on the ad here at the site. I know that's confusing, but hey, I wanted to get that out to you anyway. Now, let me get to your free selection. And by the way, thank you so much for all of you out there that have been making donations to this week's Charity Play of the Week. All the information is still here on the site. As a matter of fact, right now, we're in the midst of putting together a page here on the site that'll recap all the various charities that we've done. And guys, it is we. We built a community here. You and me. We have built a community of doing good for others. And I don't care that I'm approaching $1 million. $1 million. I mean, that just blows my mind. Giving out $1 million worth of plays. I don't care, though, really. I really don't. Because, again, we're doing good for others, and that's the greater good in gambling we can do. And we are doing it together, and we're going to keep on doing it. As soon as I can get the system ready for another Charity Play of the Week, you'll find out about it right here on the video report. But thank you once more for all of you that made contributions. And if you haven't, shame on you. Hurry up and do it. I don't care if it's $5. Go do it. It's the least you could do. It's the right thing to do. Okay, guys, listen. You know, I'm looking at this line here tonight, and let me just double check for you. What is the latest line in the Houston game I saw earlier this morning? I just got back, by the way. From 12 hours from being at the studio, start to finish, from my drive to the studio, getting back to the studio, and getting back here to update today's video report from pre-recording our Countdown to Kickoff show that we do for Fox Sports. Let me tell you something. Nothing just makes me happier than wasting that much time doing a TV show. And actually, it's 3 of them because I do a Friday one myself, Friday, Saturday version, and then there's a Sunday, Monday show. So it's been a long day already, and the day's only going to get longer. But anyway, Houston is now down to 4.5. And at first, I thought Houston would be the play in this particular contest. But, you know, the more I thought about it, think about how many dogs have been delivering here on these weeknight games. Hell, we just had a 4.5-point dog 2 nights ago deliver with North Texas. Trust me, I know. I was on UL Lafayette that night. And you're looking at SMU, and I think everybody's down on SMU because they're coming off back-to-back road games. The first one was impressive for them, 17-0 shutout at UTEP. And UTEP isn't a great team, but hey, for SMU to pitch a shutout against anybody, that's pretty impressive. But then last week, they lost at Tulane. You know, Tulane had lost like 15 straight games, I think it was. They lost 27-26, and they were an 18.5-point favorite. Okay, I understand why everybody's down on SMU, but it's not like they played that poorly. I mean, they lost 24-16 at home to TCU as a 14-point dog. Okay, they got drilled by Texas A&M. Understandable there. They got drilled at Baylor. Understandable there. But the thing that you have to keep in mind, and the thing that got me onto SMU here tonight, is that this is not the Houston team that we've seen the past few years, guys. I mean, we should have known that. Everybody should have known that when they lost their home opener, a 34.5-point favorite back on September 1st, and they lost outright to Texas State. I didn't say Texas A&M. I'm saying Texas State. By the way, in case you're on Jeopardy and Alex Trebek hits you with the question, what is the Texas State football team's nickname? The answer, Alex, is the Bobcats. Name a player, and guys, you should win the $64,000 question too. Anyway, they lost that game 30-13. Then they lost to Louisiana Tech at home, and Louisiana Tech was playing a revenge, and they got it. The final score was 56-49, but it wasn't even that close. Then they went to UCLA, and they got drilled 37-6. So since then, Houston has won 3 straight games, okay? They beat up Rice. Everybody beats up Rice. 35-14, they won at Rice. Then they beat North Texas, the team you just saw on ESPN a couple of nights ago. Beat them 44-21 at home, and then they beat up UAB at home, 39-17. Who said UAB was any good? Who said Rice was any good? Case Keenum is nowhere to be found, guys. He's in the NFL now. This team doesn't play a hell of a lot of defense. They're getting into a decent offensive pattern after a slow start this year. As a matter of fact, a slow start that after their opener, they fired their offensive coordinator after a couple games, I think. But I just have a feeling that SMU is to play tonight. Again, it's a feeling. Am I going to go out and bet this play? No. And am I really, really in love with this free selection? No. But as you know, I do pretty damn good with the free selections. So, anyway, that's my thoughts for tonight. Good luck to you all, and I will catch you again on Friday when we do this all over again, when we have a thrilling college football game on Friday night in the Big East, as we get to take a look at Connecticut. No, it's... who is it? Syracuse and... Yeah, Connecticut and Syracuse. That's it. See? It almost slipped my mind before the game was even played. FYI, by the way, one of the reasons that I am not deeply involved with the whole fantasy football thing anymore, just to give you the heads up, is right now, it's time, believe it or not, to think about NBA. I've told you many times how the first 2 to 3 weeks of any season, no matter the sport, is the time that you can make money, because you always have the advantage over the odds makers then. So to me, right now, the NBA preseason games, it's getting acclimated to the roster, seeing the playing time that's being doled out by the coaches, and seeing how these teams are playing. With free agency, with the influx of rookie talent that is being so heavily counted on. Not necessarily the first rounders that are going into the projected starting lineups, but the fact that your first and second round picks, if you have them, suddenly are in the top 7 or 8 of your rotation. That's the way it is in the salary cap era. It's so important to take a look at how these teams do in the preseason, so you're ready to roll when the regular season comes around. Now, last year was the exception to the rule, because we had the strike-shortened campaign, the limited exhibition play. But this year, it's been going on for the past 2 weeks. It's easy to get a grab on it. It's a full-time job, trying to get myself out of a losing streak and taking a look at the NBA, so we're ready to make money there. And you know what I did last year, even though with the strike season coming out of the NBA shoot very quickly. So we'll do it again this year, and I will catch you again, as I said, on Friday. Good luck to you all tonight.